Hey, everybody, round two. How's it going? Yeah, good evening, everybody. Hey, it's Dr. Dietrich. I hope you can hear me now. I'm actually going to redo this live stream. If you can hear me, okay. So today, okay, I'm talking about actually the physical manifestations of stress. Hey, Susie, thank you for coming back for round two. Okay, I'm going to be talking about the physical manifestations of stress, and sorry about those technical difficulties. But I think we got it together now. All right. So thank you very much for coming back for round two. Um, so what do I mean by physical manifestations of stress? What I mean by that is when a person perceives a stress mentally, it can actually change your physiology and it can change how your body reacts physically to stress. But I'm going to back up first. I'm briefly going to tell you what happens to you when your body is actually undergoing the stress reaction. I mean, your body is just so amazing. I mean, in its most basic fundamental makeup, when your body is saving you from a stress that you perceive, your body is preparing itself to give you energy and strength and everything that it needs in order to save your life. All right. So, what are some of the things that are going on in your body when you're actually stressed, acutely stressed? Okay. Okay, Susie and Kasali, you're back at it. Thank you. I'm going to start off with the brain. So your brain switches kind of to like a survival mode. You don't really process things. You're not thinking complexity. You're not making complex decisions. You're tending to react, and you're becoming more hyper vigilant. More just aware and on guard. All right. Your salivary gland functions actually decrease, so your mouth becomes a little bit drier. Your breathing increases to get that oxygen into your lungs. At the same time, your breathing tubes or your bronchioles actually get bigger or dilate to get more air moving in. Your heart rate increases to help circulate that blood around your body faster. Your stomach and your intestinal processes, they all slow down because, I mean, really, let's face it, when your life is being threatened or you're acutely stressed, you're really not thinking about what you're fixing to eat, right? Your liver, actually, which is a magnificent organ, and I'll talk about that at another live stream, but it's just so wonderful. What it does is it actually releases its stored glucose called glycogen to help supply those muscles that need that energy to get you the heck up out of there in your stressful situation. Hey Trina, thanks for showing up. Also, your reproductive organ functions, they're downregulated, so that's affected by stress. In addition to all that, the blood vessels that are everywhere, they're either going to dilate or open up to promote blood flow to the muscles and organs that need it in a more stressful situation. And in other parts of your body, those blood vessels constrict, decreasing the blood flow to organs and structures that don't need it at that much of a high blood flow during this stressful time. For example, your skin. Finally, the stress hormones. Now they're activated in the beginning. Okay, they're there to go do their job. Sorry about that. They're there to go do their job. All right, and sorry, um, like I said, these hormones are working all together to help protect you, to help you save your life in this acute stressful situation. Now, let's just really kind of think about all this. Okay, when your body is actually in this acute stressed out mode, the survival mode, um, all the time or most of the time, be it stress at work, home stress, life in general, bills, corona, your husband, your wife, your spouse, your kids, you know, you can't help but have problems if that's turned on all the time. Something's going to show up physically, especially if you're not able to manage it or get a hold of it, right? I mean, y'all know, y'all understand, right? Hey, Victoria, thanks for joining. Hey, Jared, thanks for coming back. All right. So that's what I'm going to talk to y'all about today. I'm going to talk about just two ways that stress can show up physically. Um, if it's uncontrolled or unmanaged, okay? But please, please, please keep in mind there are tons more. I mean, so much more of physical manifestations of stress. But for this live stream, I'm only going to talk about two. But maybe if there's an interest, y'all could put it in the chat just to let me know, and I could do some future live streams about it. So, one way is musculoskeletal pain. Here, you just kind of ache everywhere. You feel tight, especially you may feel tension and pain in your middle back, your upper back, your shoulders, your neck, even your abdominal muscles. All right. And if you think about it, kind of being always in this fight or flight state, those muscles are tense, they're locked up. It's like your body's way of guarding against pain and injury. You're like kind of in this hyper overdrive state. Your muscles are just trying to protect itself. So with the sudden onset of stress, your muscles tense up all at once. Then when that stress is gone and it's your muscles should release that stress. But if you're in that chronic stress state, more or less your body's in that constant state of guard. Of course, your muscles are going to be tight because they're always kind of like locked up and ready to go. You know what I mean? So muscle tension, muscle pain, muscle stress. That's a big manifestation of having unmanaged stress. And a lot of people actually hold their stress like that. I see a lot of people, at work who come in for like neck and shoulder pain, and you get in there and palpate or feel those upper back muscles, and they're like so tight and just so hard. And I'm like, well, you got some stress? Well, yeah, I do. A lot of people are holding that stress like that. So please keep that in mind. So yeah, how you gonna deal with it? How you gonna treat it? Right? That's what you want to know. One of my go-to trusty and truths, massage therapy. That's a good one. All right. You get in there and you massage those tired muscles, those achy muscles, those tight muscles. You can hopefully unlock some of those tight muscles. Massage therapy is beneficial. I know in this time of COVID and Corona, a lot of these places aren't open. Um, so, you may not be able to go to that kind of stuff right now. If some are actually happen to be open, make sure the masseuse is wearing their mask, make sure you're wearing your mask. And, I would go for the face down massages. I wouldn't do the upper ones. So that's just my 2 cents. Um, on an aside, too, there's also a handheld massager that you can purchase just to kind of get in there and massage those muscles, on your own time, very beneficial. Also, there's a TENS unit, TENS. You can purchase those like on a lot of different places. You put the little electrodes on you. You kind of turn it up a little bit, and it kind of stimulates those muscles, those tight muscles, and it kind of hopefully helps them to relax the tightness that is there. On the same note, doing stretches to help improve your range of motion, to help unlock some of those tight muscles are very beneficial. Um, Exercise, yes, exercise. We say exercise for just about everything, but it's so beneficial for so many different health issues. Stress definitely being one of them. Not only is it releasing some of those endorphins to make you feel better and decrease your stress, but it's actually lubricating those joints, getting those muscles moving, so you can release them when that stress is over. Bathing, getting in a bathtub full of warm, healing water. Throw some vinegar in there, some bath salts, you know, light a candle, that kind of thing. Do some deep breathing in the tub. That could just really help those tight muscles. Speaking of deep breathing, I'm going to say it once and I'm going to say it 1,000 times. Deep breathing is the cornerstone of stress management, especially in the acute setting. So, filling your lungs all the way up with that air, deep breathing, releasing that air in and out, can really activate that parasympathetic nervous system, which is the part of the nervous system that says, okay, I feel fine, I'm safe, I can rest, I can digest. Okay, deep breathing does that. Adequate hydration is so important. That's the next thing because all of your bodily processes are running water. Okay, your muscles are moving in water. Everything is happening in water. So you need to have the right environment so everything can function the way it's supposed to. So stay hydrated. Don't get dehydrated. All right. The last resort, for me, in my opinion, is like muscle relaxants, actually pills, right? Now, I say that if you've been in like an acute trauma, and sometimes your muscles guard, because you've been in like maybe a car accident or something like that, and so maybe that might be indicated. I really wouldn't necessarily recommend that taking those, all the time because you're stressed and you need something to relax your muscles. Having said that, I'm not your doctor, of course. And even if I am, I'm probably gonna be like, I don't really like that. So I will have that discussion with your doctor as far as if you feel that that might be appropriate, or she or he feels that's appropriate. But I would definitely try those other things I mentioned before, just to help with your musculoskeletal pain because of chronic unmanaged stress. Um, the next one is I see a couple more people. Hi, Laura. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Oh, okay, good. The second thing is headaches. The second physical manifestation of unmanaged stress, headaches. It's kind of going all along the lines of the muscle tension. And so when I mean headaches in this format is like tension headaches. Keep in mind there's definitely many reasons to have a headache, but in the stress sense or muscle tension, this could be a very big reason, right? The muscles in the head, the neck, the upper back, sometimes even the jaw, they get tight. That pain can start from like the top of the head and go all the way back to the base of the skull, or it can like cross the front part of your head. And you have this kind of dull, tight, aching feeling. All right. This headache can actually last from 30 minutes up to like a week. All right. Typically, this type of headache doesn't prevent you from functioning, whereas like migraines can. But if it gets to that point where it's like sharp, visual problems, that kind of stuff, you definitely need to be seen. Now, how can you treat that, right? First and foremost, try and get a better hold of your stress. Avoid known stressors, okay, if you can. If you can't, you need to implement relaxation techniques, some of the ones that I mentioned above. There's also some home remedies for tension headaches, ice packs, okay? Consciously improving your posture. So, yes, I said posture. It's like, well, what does that have to do with headaches? Well, when you have poor posture, there's extra strain on your muscles. When your body is in it's meant to be anatomical neutral position, there's less tension on your muscles. So that's why having good posture is very beneficial for these tension headaches. All right. So I know, like, even I find myself during the day sitting at the desk, hunched over, typing and whatnot, and I have to like kind of correct myself to say, hey, have better posture. So don't underestimate having a good posture. All right. Um, Hot bath, okay, like before, deep breathing, massage. Yes, you can actually massage your head. Your skull and your face do have muscles in it, and they can actually get tight too. Just imagine when you're stressed, you might be frowning, you might be clenching your jaw. You're putting stress on those muscles, right? When you have that anxiety state, you're just kind of like I said, in that ready to go, locked up muscle kind of a state. And so that doesn't mean your face can't have that too. It definitely can. So massaging your face. Now, I wouldn't use that handheld massager to massage your face. That could get a little rough, but use your hands. Use your hands to help release some of those muscles in your face and your neck. But then, of course, your shoulders. That's all connected as well. Sometimes people have to resort to over-the-counter uh, pain relievers. Again, I wouldn't recommend that as your first line, and you need to definitely have a discussion with your doctor to see if that's something that could be beneficial for you if these above statements and above treatments haven't worked for you. Okay, but the main thing is to try and get a hold of your perceived stressors. All right. Hi, Marlene. Thanks for joining. Hey, Suze. Thanks for joining. So this is just about it. If y'all are joining me late, I really would appreciate y'all going back to the beginning and watching it and putting replay in the comments. And also, please list any other topics related to physical manifestations of stress that I can discuss in a live stream. All right. Also, check out my YouTube channel. I'm going to be posting my videos in my YouTube channel and build that audience up. So, just in final thought, stress is definitely something. I mean, unmanaged stress literally affects every aspect of your body. Okay, from your hair to your skin, reproduction, digestion, nervous, cardiovascular, hormones, endocrine. I mean, just every aspect. And today I just talked about two. All right. So it's imperative for you to find strategies that you can use regularly to help decrease your stress or help better manage it so that you don't end up with these chronic manifestations of unmanaged stress. Thank y'all very much for joining me today. I'm Dr. Deirick. I'm America's Relaxation Doctor. Thanks for joining me this Saturday, and I'll see y'all soon. Bye bye.